southeast of Columbus, Ohio, the small town of Lancaster holds a dark past in the form of an old brick building. The first incarnation of the Fairfield County Infirmary was a simple wood frame structure which quickly grew and expanded into a large 3-story building that stands today. The old poorhouse held residents of all types of misfortunes, including everything from mental disorders to alcoholism. There was a mass amount of death in this building. There was enough death in this building that the county opened up a cemetery dedicated to solely those that perished in this infirmary. With all of these deaths, sorrow, and abandonment, there is no question as to why legends and rumors have run rampant as to the mass amount of hauntings throughout the house. In 1928, a welcoming wooden structure was constructed just north of Lancaster, Ohio. The purpose of the building was to be assisted home for those cast out by society. This included alcoholics, the mentally disabled, and affected by severe health disorders, and even those with physical scars. At first, the residents were living well, but the facility was quickly filled with an overcrowding. This led in 1840 to a new brick structure being built, expanded due to another influx of residents in 1865. This construction also brought about standalone buildings like the laundry facility and the tenant houses, farming structures, and the storage. A farm was also added on a grown across the street in order to help feed the residents of the infirmary. By 1917, the country forged forward into a more modern technology, and the Fairfield County Infirmary followed suit. There were multiple gas lines installed on the property to heat and light the infirmary. By 1926, the pipe was run underground to bring fresh water to the grounds. However, with all these new improvements, the infirmary didn't tie in to technology until it was forced to in 1958. The county-run facility began to lose funding in the 1960s, and the facilities were sold to a farmland in the Ohio State University in 1965 in order for them to construct a remote campus. At that point, the residents known as inmates by then were shipped out to nursing homes and special care homes throughout the state. By 1985, there were only 16 inmates remaining at the infirmary until it was finally closed. These 16 inmates that were remaining when it was finally closed were shipped off or simply released out into the world. A year later, in 1986, the local government remodeled the abandoned building into offices and renamed it a former state congressman Clarence E. Miller building. The building was updated to modern standards, including sprinklers, emergency system, and fireproof stairwell. It served well for 27 years as the health department for the county. In 2011, due to the necessity of $4 million in renovations to the building, the health department moved. Standing alone and empty until February 2020, the owners of the Madison Seminary and other haunted locations stepped it forward and purchased the Fairfield County Infirmary. Adam Kimwell. The true purpose of Adam's purchase was not to renovate and restore the building, but rather to preserve the history of the building and to the stories of the past. The majority of the money spent on the building was for safety and furniture that dated back to the building's past. Two buses from the American Horror Story also sit on the property. These buses just add to the strange and paranormal coincidences that happen at the property. If you like videos like this, how about hitting the like button? And while you're at it, if you haven't subscribed yet, how about subscribing? And if you hit the notifications button, that way you won't miss any other videos as they come out. And thanks for watching. There was a strange feeling as I walked around the property, even though the buses are from a movie, but the other is real life.